block, nigga, chop. Pull up to the block and you can shop. Better watch out, cause the cops hot. You shoot a shot, you can shoot an eye. You can't ball if you ain't got no hustle. My grind on for the struggle.
What's up, sports fans? It's your man D back. Speak Your Mind Sports Talk. Check it out. Jaron Boots Ennis. For the love of sports, let's talk about it. All right, so what's up, everybody? Good morning to you. Got Lisa Bales in the building. What's up, Lisa? I'm biased Boxing Talk. I see you, dog. So, Jaron Boots Ennis. At this point in time, you know, I do feel like he needs to step up. He had a good performance against Eyubov. So, you know, I don't take anything away from Jaron Boots Ennis. He had a good performance against this guy. He beat him pretty convincingly. And then, you know, the commissioner decided to stop that fight. So a lot of people don't like the stoppage. It wasn't the corner, it wasn't the ref. The commissioner decided to stop the fight. Yeah, I know I'm late, I'm biased. By 1 minute, kill me. So, you know, but even still, it was a good performance, man. It was a one-sided fight. The guy just pretty much covered up. He got some things off on Jaron and his Boots. Boots was exposed to a certain extent in this fight, you know, and we'll talk about that a little bit. You know, Jaron Boots Ennis showed some defensive flaws in this fight, and then he came out real quick, but as this guy was able to withstand his attack, he slowed down a little, you know, and he still got the guy out of there. So don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm saying that, you know, it was a bad performance. It's just when he gets up in level, when he fights the upper echelon guys, like let's talk about a guy like a Sergey Lipinets. Sergey Lipinets will cover up similar to what Eyubov did, but Sergey Lipinets is going to fire back. And what he fires back with is going to be probably a lot harder than what I see in Eyubov firing back with. And so once you move up in the level of competition, you're going to have to adjust and change these things. Jaron and his Boots cannot continue to fight this way as he move up in level of competition. Now, you know, what's next for this dude? That's the thing, because I don't want to see him fight another low-level fighter such as this Eyeball. Samuel Shaw in the building. What's good? What's good? Since what's up, down bias. I need to see him move up in the level of competition. So, you know, I have some ideas of who he should probably fight next. You know, and I'll just throw them out there, see what y'all think about these guys. So first David Avanesian. You know, that would be a good step-up fight for Jaron and his Boots. You know, take on David Avanesian. He's not the best fighter, but he's not one of these low-level fighters. He's got a name. He's been in some good fights. You know, these are the type of guys he needs to step up, you know, and this is just 1 or 2 fights before he gets to the upper echelon guys. How about Thomas Delorme? You know, he could get in there, mix it up with Thomas Delorme. That'll be a good fight for Jaron and his Boots. And I mentioned Sergey Lipinets. Sergey Lipinets would be a good fight for Jaron and his Boots for sure. You know, and like I said, unlike this guy Eyubov, Sergey Lipinets is going to fire back. He's going to fire back. And this is Errol Spence's right now. This guy here is Errol Spence's mandatory. Khodjatilo Abdukakharov. But you know, I've seen him fight. I've seen him fight a couple of times, and this guy would be a good fight for Jaron and his Boots. this guy Quadratilo Abdulkakarov. He'd be a real good fight, real good test for Jaron in his boots. And ultimately, which I know that they probably wouldn't let this happen, but I would love to see Jaron in his boots get in there and mix it up with a Virgil Ortiz. That would be great. But, you know, of course, you guys know we won't get that fight. I'm pretty sure we won't get that fight. Martin Ramos in the building. What's good with you, bro? Grant, what's up? What's up? So, yeah, man. You know, when Eyubov was able to get inside on Boots, Boots tried to execute the shoulder roll a couple of times, which I don't think he did a good job. Eyubov was able to get in there and get some shots in there, pressure Boots up against the ropes. And, you know, just like I said, guys, when it comes to him moving up in the level of competition, that type of stuff that he was allowed to happen to him in the ring last night versus Eyubov, he's not going to get away with that. And guys are not just going to let him come in there and fire off shots. You know, another thing that I noticed about Jaron and his boots is that he has good foot movement. He does, but sometimes he doesn't get off center line. You know, he throws those punches and then he stays right there on center line and it's like, come back and hit me. And you really can't do that kind of stuff. That's something else you can't do. What's up, Leighton? Appreciate you coming through. Non-existence was good. What's good with you? He said Boots was getting hit more than I. Yep, wanted him to. I agree with your assessment. Yeah, you got to get off center line, bro. It's good to have head movement, and we know Boots has good head movement. He has good lateral movement, footwork, but a lot of times he was just firing off, but he would stay right there. After you fire off, when you complete your combo or when you get whatever shots you want to get off, you have to get off center line. And he didn't do that a couple of times. And Eyubov fired back with some hooks that landed on Boots, which, you know, and that's just the woes of these younger athletes not fighting up to the level of competition, because he's fighting guys of a lower level of competition. So they're not giving him that look. They're not allowing him to know, hey, this is what will come if you stay here. This will come back to you. But he's not getting that information because of the level of opposition he's facing. Now, if he keeps facing these lower level guys, this is 25 fights now, he's not going to get that information. So when he finally does step up, he won't have that info. And these guys will catch him, and they'll catch him with a lot more power, and it's going to cost him. That's exactly what will happen. It'll cost him. I think Virgil would give him, hell of a fight, man. You know, Virgil Ortiz was on my list of the guys that I believe would be a great fight, but I don't think we'll get that right now. Gun Rights Mafia in the building. What's up with you, fam? So what's up, Samuel? Lisa Queen, what up? Yep. No doubt. Samuel says, y'all keep throwing names out here, but none of them guys want to fight them. Yeah, man, that's what they say, bro. That's just all hearsay. A lot of these fighters say nobody want to fight me, but we never know. Maybe he's not making enough money out of it, so he's trying to get the guys that he wants to fight don't want to fight him. So they say none of these guys want to fight me, you know, because it's the guys that he want. But he's got to. There's fights out there for him, you know. Guys like Quadratilo Abdulkakarov wouldn't mess with him right now anyway, because he's number one. He's mandated for Errol Spence, so he wouldn't do anything to mess that up. But like a Thomas Delorme, David Avanesian, Sergey Lipinets, we don't know if these guys don't want any piece of Boots Ennis. We don't know that. That's just something him and his dad is saying. I can't imagine Sergey Lipinets ducking Boots Ennis, bro. I mean, I can't imagine that. Sergey Lipinets is a warrior. He comes from kickboxing. He ain't really ducked no smoke since he been here. So, you know, he already said he gonna step up and count. Yeah, he said it. We got to see if it happens. We got to see if it happens. Agreed. Appreciate that. Grown man boxing in the building. So, I'm getting ready to start this next live at 11 o'clock. we're gonna talk about all of this and Clarissa Shields and Sidaroos. I hit that fight, but we're gonna talk about that card. It was a pretty good card. Appreciate all you guys coming out to join me in this little quick live about Boots. But y'all know how I always end this thing. For the love of sports, let's talk about it. Peace.
Shit happens, niggas want me to talk about it. They love gossip, bitches want me to talk about it. It's all over the gram, so I'ma talk about it.